Yes, I'm Mina SayWhat, broadcasting here at Cumulus Urban Radio 103.9 in New York. I am here with the very lovely Angelica Vila. Yeah, yay! For the people here, can we clap it up?
Thank you,
everybody
for
out
me.
there in internet land, all you trolls and all you nice people, welcome. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so I don't know if I said my name, but my name is Mina.
Mina SayWhat.
We've met before. Joey, Fat Joe, was bringing you around. You're Fat Joe's artist, so congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So your song, More in the Morning, we're going to hear it later today, but this is actually like your very first big song on the radio, you know?
Yeah, like my very first big, and this is actually like my first official single too.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering that. I thought that, but then when I Googled you, I saw you had some other songs that you put up before.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if, you know.
I feel like now that I know my sound more, and like I'm still learning though. Like I'm still growing. I'm still trying to navigate through everything. But I feel like now compared to before, I know where I'm at, and I know what I want, and I know what I'm going for. And it's just like I feel like the music that I have now, and I can't wait for you guys to listen to my project. It's coming really, really soon.
That's great.
I feel like the music that's on there, it defines the sound that I am now.
Yeah, because I was unsure because you had a couple of songs on YouTube, so I didn't know if, you know, this was your first actual like official song or what. So
it's like a first official.
Were any of those songs on YouTube or on iTunes or anything like that, or they were just I'm putting out my music to get people interested in me?
That's why I was pulling out music before, so like people get a little bit familiar with like how I sound with my sound and just understand a little bit more about like, you know, my music.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was kind of like during a growth period. I'm always growing, so everybody's always growing. So I don't want to say like, oh, I'm here, but that was like a growth period where I was trying to like figure out like what I wanted, in a sense. And so, you know, that's those stuff.
Girl, are you engaged? I wasn't even gonna ask this, but
this is jewelry.
Oh.
You know what's crazy?
I was like, wait, what? We had to go left real quick. So you're not engaged?
No.
Okay,
I got a whole bunch of rings.
Okay. Because I saw a ring on the left hand. I didn't know.
You know what? We're gonna have to do this.
That's
put
better.
it on the middle finger.
You know they say that's bad luck if you put it on your left hand. Yeah,
even
girl.
for jewelry?
Yeah.
Whoops.
So talk to me about your first press run. Like, this is your first press run. I met you with Fat Joe, so that's pretty amazing for you to actually your first couple of interviews to do with Joey. Like, how has this been? Is it as glamorous as you thought it was going to be when you were trying to get into the industry?
I mean, I never seen it as like it being glamorous. Like I always been about work ethic and just, you know, you got to put the work in. If you ain't putting the work in, nobody's going to put it for you.
Right.
So like, yeah, you got to have fun with it, but you always got to know like it's business and it's a passion at the same time. So it's kind of hard to balance the two. But when it comes to promo tour, that's when it's business.
Right.
That's when you work in. That's when you got to go in.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, you're introducing yourself to new people that you never met. And I feel like that's the glory in it. Like I get to go to different cities and that I never been to, and I always wanted to go to. For example, like I always wanted to go to Philly, and for like my first,
I'm on air in Philly.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, so like Philly was, I think, the first run that I did, and so that was completely dope. So it's like I get to meet different people, different DJs who's been showing me so much love in their city. So
Right. So when I met you with Joey, he told me this funny story, and I want to hear your side of the story. So his side of the story was that, and he said this, I'm not saying this, this is what he said verbatim. He said, my wife is a hater. And he said, and when we met her, she told me, you better sign that girl. So what is the story? Because I know there's like a lead up to that.
So when I first got signed, I'm here skipping the story.
Right, you gotta tell us details.
Okay, so this is how Joe first heard of me. I did a Wild Thoughts freestyle, and I look at that video today and I'm like, why did I post that? Why? But it caught a little buzz, and Pretty Lou, he had posted on his page. So Pretty Lou, he's one of the hottest hosts in New York City. And so he was making a mixtape. I was doing a single to it. And Joe, he was like, yo, who's that? Because he had seen the video. He's like, oh, that's this girl. She going to do the single to my mixtape. We going to be in the studio. You should stop by.
Right.
So we was in the studio and Joe stopped by. And once I saw him walk through the door, I'm like, oh, snap, that's OG. I mean, I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking it in my head.
Right.
And I instantly felt the pressure. So that was the one pressure right there. So he's talking and whatever. And the first thing that stuck with me that he had said was, you can never make a first impression twice. So I'm going to have you play 3 of your best songs, but remember, you can never make a first impression twice. And he said it. He kept saying it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even think I should play
mess this up.
I don't even think I should play the songs that I wanted to play now. But you know, I pulled through. I was scrolling and I played the songs, and then in the middle of the last song, he was like, "Pause it." Not even once the last one started, because it was my third song that I was showing him. Once that one started, he was like, "Pause it, just sing live." And I sang, I think Beyonce 1+1. And I was like, okay. And then
Wait. You sang Beyonce 1+1 as your song?
Yeah.
Who just sings that?
I don't know.
That's amazing, really?
I've got you. I love that
Wait, I want to hear more.
If I ain't got something, I don't give a damn, 'cause I got it with you.
Yes. Okay, Beyonce, you heard that?
I love Beyonce. But then his wife, she was there. She was sitting right here. Joe was sitting right there. So she, she got the full first row, everything. And so when they left, that's when he had told me, because I didn't even know. So he was the one who told me that when they left, his wife was like, yo, you gotta sign that girl.
And then what? He just reached out to you and that was it?
So it was like, it happened over like a couple months. So the first thing that because we were like more of getting to know each other and just going off each other's vibe before we even like had any business in the table. So it was me and my uncle. My uncle, he's my manager. And so the first thing that we got invited to was his birthday yacht party. And that was the first day, because again,
he wanted to see if you were a groupie, maybe.
So not even.
Like I feel like maybe he was testing you to see like what kind of person you are.
I don't even know, because I feel like we like, I think he knew my uncle kinda.
I see.
But like he didn't really know me or him that well.
Right.
And so it was more of like we getting to feel each other's vibes type stuff. We were talking, but we didn't really hang out like that.
Oh, okay.
So that was the first like thing that we got invited to.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy because that was the first day, like I was gonna start my first day at Skechers.
Really?
Yeah, that was gonna be my first day at Skechers,
and you just didn't go to.
It was at the same time. So,
So you didn't go to Skechers?
No. I told my sister to call out. I could even do it. I was such a wuss. But I should have done it. It's too late. And I went to the yacht party. What I'm saying I should have done was call out myself. I should have never had my sister do it for me.
Right.
But too late for that. I went to the yacht party. I met Mary J. Blige. I'm like,
yes.
I met Shanti. I'm like, yes.
Do you think it was a test though? Because I feel like maybe that's what it was. Like maybe he would try to put you in different situations to see how, like, what kind of person you were.
Maybe. I think maybe it would have been a test to see how I act around those kind of people. But like I see everybody as human. Like everybody's the same. Like even if it's a celebrity, even if it's Beyonce, and I was starstruck when I met her.
You met Beyonce?
Yes.
Where?
In the Rock Nation brunch.
Shut up, girl.
Yeah,
how did that go?
Oh my gosh. I was nervous. I kept it cool, calm, collective, conservative, but I was nervous. And I was like, before I even met her, I was watching her throughout the room. I was trying to keep it low. So I was looking down. And I was looking around to try not to make it high, probably stare off purposely this way. So then when I stare off this way, I could try to look at her, but I thought I was being low with it. But little did I know, Joe was having a conversation in the far right, but he was looking at me because the conversation they were having, they were standing like this. So they were, you could see me because I'm right here and I'm staring off at Beyonce over there. So then he walks up to me. He's like, "What? Do you want a picture? Because you keep staring at her." I was like, "Yes." So yeah, that's my Beyonce story.
Did you whisper anything in her ear? Or did you sneak in 2 kisses like Omari Hardwick? Like, how did that go?
So she was like, "You're so beautiful. I'm like, "Thank you so much." So I'm already starstruck at the fact that Beyonce, Queen B, she telling me I'm beautiful.
Right. Did you sing 1+1, girl?
No, it was too loud though. It was a little bit loud, so I don't even think she could really hear me.
Right.
But it was what I said that I was a little bit choked up. So I meant to what I said was, "You're such a pleasure," but I meant to say, "Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's such a pleasure meeting you." Bro. Right. You're such a pleasure. She probably looked at me like, I hope she didn't hear me though. So Beyonce, you out there? I didn't mean to say that. I love you.
So your song "More in the Morning," I'm always very skeptical when people sample things because it's like some of these classic records are hard to redo the way that they were done. But you did a good job with "Shine." Like I listen, literally, sometimes I'd be judging these records like, and I'd be like, you shouldn't have sampled that song. No, but you did an amazing job. Like you worked with Cool and Dre on this, which is like a go-to. They're go-tos for Fat Joe. I know that. Yeah. So talk to me about how this record came about.
So when I first got signed with Joe, which was like 3 to 4 months later after the yacht party,
right?
The first trip that I took was Miami, and it was Cool and Dre's studio. I was there for like 2.5 months to 3 months. And I was there every single day, did not want to leave. But
for the one song?
No. So we were just like continuously recording and just building it up.
I was like, damn, girl.
So the first week I had met a guy named Govelius. Matter of fact, the first day I met a guy named Govelius, and he had played me the song. I can't remember if it was like incomplete or like there was just an open verse. But all I know was that when I did cut it, we redid the first verse because Joe, he was like, I think because he's like he basically like A&Rs my music as well with Rock Nation. Yeah. So he was in the studio. He was like, I think y'all should make that first verse tighter. So it was me, Govelius, and Chewy in the studio as I was cutting it. We was just rewriting it. And then the second verse, Joe had stopped by in the studio. He was like, yo, wanna we should do the under telephone. She heard my voice. To pick her up in my voice. I'm like, ooh, yes. I'm like, okay, we gonna throw that in there. He told me what to say. He was like, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all gonna hear it later on. But then at the last 4 bars, I ended up finishing it up.
Oh, okay. Because he said that he had to go and pay his producers more money. Wait, what was that about?
So I love to record. And like I was saying, I was in that studio, every single day.
For 4 months.
For 2.5 to 3 months.
I added sauce on it.
So I did not want to, like, if I passed out in the studio, the only time I would leave that studio was to go and take a shower and come back.
Okay. Wow.
Or eat something. But most of the times I would eat something in the studio. If I passed out in the studio, I would wake up and be like, all right, what we working on now?
Right.
I'm a studio junkie.
That's great.
It. Thank you.
So he had to pay them more money basically because he was in there night and day.
Okay, so yeah, basically they were giving up, trying to give up on me. But he did his little thing, and he made it work.
So Joe is very legendary. I mean, you're from the Bronx. He's from the Bronx. Mm-hmm. You talk about Big Pun. You talk about Tony Sunshine. You talk about Cuban Links. I mean, Terror Squad, the legacy goes back to like the 90s. You're not at all intimidated by being a part of that legacy. I mean, because you're like new Terror Squad kind of, right?
Not RNG, but not RNG. Not intimidated. But it's more of a motivation, and it's inspiring because I get to see like the work that goes behind like, their legacy. And then also it's like they guide me, and they give me like Joe, he drops gems on me, and he makes sure that I'm prepared before I get into a situation. And so it's a blessing.
So when you were doing promo, like for the first time with him, like how is it doing promo with him? Because he's a really big personality, and like you're still trying to figure out like, interviewing what your style is, how you want to answer questions. Like, was that at all like, like hard to do an interview with Fat Joe?
I can't say this. When I was like, say I was in an interview with Joe right now, like he'll be speaking more than I would.
Right.
That's it.
Right. But like, are you trying to find what your groove is in that?
Because if I speak, then I'm just speaking. I could chatter all through the through the entire interview.
Right.
I could chatter.
Right.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's just a passion though. Like it's all about the music at the end of the day for me.
Yeah.
So it's like, Yeah.
So Joe and Remy have a really tight relationship. Yeah. You've met her. Tell me about the first day you met her.
Oh my gosh, I love her. So when I met her, she was in the studio. She was actually working. So like she wasn't really paying attention to me because she was like, working. She was like getting it in, and whatever she was working on, it's just fire. It was fire. So I was like, okay. But I didn't really say anything because I didn't really know her. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to disrespect you because I know people hate this, but I've interviewed Cardi B a couple of times.
Everybody tells me that.
Yeah,
I look like
okay.
her.
I just get like Cardi B vibes.
It's not
I don't know. People be like, I'm my own artist.
I love her. She's Dominican. That's like my sister. I don't know her, but she's from the Bronx too.
Right.
I can't wait to meet. I could have met her yesterday at BeautyCon, but we had to go.
She came late, I heard.
I mean, I was in there. I wanted to see her, but I had to go.
Yeah. So, what's her background? Like you said, she's Dominican. Or what are you?
I'm Dominican.
Oh, you're Dominican too. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And especially that's why I be like, you like Cardi.
right. It's just your personality too. It's not even like the look. It's just
Thank
like
you.
your energy.
Thank you.
It's funny. We were talking about being Spanish and your name and how people will butcher your name. So if they know that you're Spanish, they'll add some extra sauce on your name.
Angelica Vila.
Or Villa.
Oh my God.
Have you gotten that?
Pet peeve.
Yeah.
When they say Villa, I'm like, dang.
But there's no two L's. Why would you add a Y just because I'm Spanish?
Oh my gosh, especially when they spell it with two L's. I'm like,
right.
they say one L on my IG. And you said it in the comments. My IG name is right up there.
Right. I wanted to talk about that because, people do the same thing to me.
Yeah.
Like they just add extra sauce. And I'm like, it's in English. Say it in English,
It's okay though, because everybody got their own sauce. I always say that.
Right. So with Remy, I saw that you were in the video for the Golden Child.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So that's a really special song Remy and Papoose have about their child. And we know the struggles that they've been going through with conceiving this child. Like, what was it like behind the scenes to even be a part of that?
It was amazing. Like from her baby shower to just meeting her. Like I met Papoose in the studio, but then I met her after. And so I felt like, I don't even know, just being a part of that the song was an honor to me.
Yeah.
And so I when I was in the studio, I was specifically like the way I was singing it, I wanted her to connect to it. And so when I saw her again, I think it was at the Golden Child video shoot. Mm-hmm. Then she was talking to me, and I was like, "Oh, I wanted to give her a hug," but I was shy. So it was so special. Just that music video was super dope. And yeah, I just loved everything.
Yeah, that's a special moment for her. You're a part of that now.
Yeah.
So Joe hooked that up for you, or how did that happen? You being on the song?
So Joe, he had called me one time. He was like, "Yo, you going to the studio tomorrow? Papoose and Remy, they got a song. It's about their baby." That's all he told me. And I didn't really know what it was about. But I knew it was something special, so I felt a little pressure because I wanted it to like nail it for them.
Right.
And when I went to the studio, Papoose had shown me, and he was like, "It's the baby's heartbeat built into the beat."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Ooh!" I'm like, "This is extra special."
Right.
And then I heard the hook because he has the "I heard your heartbeat." He has his first.
Right.
And I'm like, how am I gonna flip it? I'm like, "I heard your heartbeat. I heard your heartbeat." I'm like, "Oh, I like that." And I was like, "All right, let me go in the booth." Like 5 minutes later.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you met the baby?
No, I want to. She do it horrible.
Yeah, I was. I want to see them meet the baby. I mean, I feel like I've been waiting on this baby all this time. Just watching them go through what they're going through on social media and
pictures of the baby. She's so precious.
Yeah. So what's going on moving forward? Like you're working on music, the project. Is there an album? Like, do you have a time frame for all of that?
So all I could say is that it's a project that's coming real soon, and it's done already. It's been done for a hot minute.
Nice.
But right now we working on like the visuals, the rollout. So and I've been working on my second project already.
Already? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I noticed there's like a change in your style since like the old videos on YouTube. Like, who have you been working with? Like, is this you, or are you getting help here?
So, yeah.
This is all you?
I work with this like stylist. Her name is D-Crate. I recently just started working with her, but she is super dope, and she helps me out with the style. But then when it comes to like the stuff that I want, like I make sure that I put that out there. So it's kind of like a combination of others' ideas and then like mine, and because I don't ever put on something that I don't want to put on and that I don't feel comfortable wearing.
Yeah, because I follow you on social media. I'm like, damn girl, you wear expensive stuff. I'm like, where you get all this stuff
You're
from?
talking about the drip song.
Oh, yeah.
That's Danny and Joe.
Where's Danny at? I need to meet Danny.
Nah, that's Joe and Danny. Joe he was the one who put the Shoush pedal on me. He's like, "Yo, you gotta be for lot. And then I met Danny, and I'm like, because I don't know, I don't like to ask for anything.
I'm the same way.
I don't like to
like
ask
you know how
for
girls be
anything.
putting up their Cash App on Instagram. Like I would never in life.
I would not do that.
Never.
But I don't like to ask for anything, especially if it's expensive.
Right.
So, you know, Joe, he kind of got me out of that. I'm not bougie though. I'm not bougie. I keep it a 100. I'm not bougie. I don't think, like, listen, if I could choose Fashion Nova, I would choose Fashion Nova. If I could choose Zara, I would choose Zara.
Yes.
But listen, the Fendi is looking sexy too. So I ain't gonna hold you. You know, the Christian Louboutins looking sexy too. So
they really are, girl. Those are them shoes I would only bring out once a year.
Nah.
I would be scared to wear them out.
I was supposed to dance in these for my music video.
And what happened?
These are stilettos.
Oh, it wasn't happening.
So I chose something that it was still stilettos, but like the ones that I danced in the music video.
Oh, from More in the Morning.
It was 2 sizes smaller, and I did it.
Oh, okay.
But it was shorter, so that's why I could like move a little bit more.
Yeah.
But
how does your mom feel about all this? Because I know like Spanish moms are extra.
my mom, she's super supportive. Yeah, she, like he's okay. I was gonna say my sister. My uncle and my mother is brothers and sisters.
Right.
And my uncle, he's my manager.
Yeah.
And so she's like really supportive of it. She knows,
Okay.
like, you know, my uncle, he's been with me since I was 10 years old. So it's like a family tribe.
Oh, very nice. All right. Well, we're going to stop talking. She has a project coming out really soon, even though you won't tell me. I'm going to leave that alone. Okay.
I love you.
What else? I feel like there's more. There's nothing more you're working on?
Ooh.
Don't give me those, you going to have to find out, or go to my IG.
Oh, I got some shows coming up.
Okay, see, there you go.
Okay,
You got to get your promotion on, girl.
Yeah. I got some shows coming up. If you haven't seen the music video, it's out now.
Any festivals that you're doing?
So not festivals yet,
Yeah.
but what am I talking about? Made in America. Made in America.
Really, girl? Yes, I'll be there. I'm going to have to hit you up.
Yes.
What stage are you doing? Rocky stage? You don't know yet? Title stage?
To be continued.
Oh. Girl, they probably gonna give you and put you on the title stage.
Yeah,
I'll be
most
right there
likely.
with you at that title stage, right in the front, like yes, Angelica. It's like no,
Say what?
Angelica, I'm right here. No, I won't do that.
I'm be like, I see you, Mina. I'm gonna say it in the mic too.
All right, so you're gonna be at Made in America. That's happening in Philly, and your project's coming soon. Follow her on social media, Angelica Vila.
Yes.
And now we have a very special performance of More in the Morning. I'm Mina SayWhat. You're here at Cumulus Urban.
Let's get it.
Girl, you gotta be ready to go. You want me to back up dance for you?
She gotta put the whole boot up.
You want me to back up dance for you?
Let's get
I'll
it.
do my little, no? Okay.
Hey. Drop that, DJ.